Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why you're all hiding at the back, because all the naughty step ones at the back, you can come forward. Thank you. Distinguished guests, welcome to the 6th Annual Netball Scotland Awards here at the Scottish Parliament in Edinburgh. I'm Carol Smiley, and it's my absolute pleasure to be not only a Netball Scotland ambassador, but back here once again presenting your awards. But before we get started, can we give a huge round of applause to our wonderful harpist? She's just 12 years old, winner of the Young Harpist of the Year at the Mod. I think she did a great job. Ladies and gentlemen, Molly Fraser. I'm going to give her 2 minutes to get the harp. She's on a girls' night out with pizza on the way home. That's the promise. Who else wouldn't play a harp for pizza? Thank you, Molly. That was brilliant. So, tonight we're going to follow a slightly different format than usual, as the decision was taken earlier this year by the Netball Scotland Board to move the annual presentation and gala dinner to the end of the season. So 2017's award will now be held in June, something for us all to look forward to. In the meantime, we're taking the event global. Well, at least across Scotland anyway, as we're currently live streaming tonight's celebrations across our membership. So, hello everyone, welcome to all our viewers who have tuned in from home. Welcome, and we hope you enjoy the evening too. Please feel free to send your congratulations and commiserations to all of tonight's finalists via our Facebook and Twitter pages using the hashtag NSA Awards 16. So tonight is all about recognising and celebrating our fantastic members, clubs and volunteers who have actively contributed to the success of last season. And what a season it's been. We've welcomed a new CEO, launched a new brand, and got ourselves back into the Super League, as well as delivering a packed programme of regional and national events and courses, all of which has contributed to the combined growth of netball across the country. Nearly a year ago, I listened to Claire Nelson make her maiden speech to the membership, where she outlined her vision for the sport. She said she wanted to position Netball Scotland as a leading governing body, creating, inspiring and pioneering change. Well, she's a woman of her word, as anyone here will know, as we're all well on our way to achieving that. And this week's Scottish Sport Awards finalist nomination in the category of Governing Body of the Year is testament to this. So well done to Claire and her team. Under the new purpose of empowering our people to succeed and thrive, Netball Scotland is going from strength to strength, and our future has never been brighter. But none of this happens, of course, without you. And that's why we're here tonight, to recognise and to honour all of the members, clubs and volunteers who continue to commit their time to ensuring that this sport keeps driving forward positively, season after season. Here's a brief snapshot of this year's action. Before we go on to talk about our awards and to announce tonight's winners, as is tradition, we'd like to invite the First Lady of Netball Scotland to join us on stage to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, your chair, Frida Hutchison.
Thank you, Carol. I don't know about being the First Lady, but it sounds good. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, elected representatives and all of our honoured guests. On behalf of Netball Scotland, I would like to welcome you all to our awards celebration here at the Scottish Parliament. We are very proud of our achievements at Netball Scotland over the past season, which I think you'll agree, having watched some of the things in our clips, that they've been numerous and exciting. And it's the culmination of an absolutely hectic season of positive growth and development. But it's been well worth the blood, the sweat, and, dare I say, some tears too. The Netball Scotland staff, under the exciting leadership of our CEO, Claire Nelson, and the board directors, have all worked together towards our vision for our sport and for its members. Our vision to make netball the first choice sport for girls and women is a simple one, a powerful one. It's a challenging one. But I know we are definitely using the right stepping stones to guide us on the right path towards our vision. We also acknowledge and support the continuing high level and the tangible support that we receive from Sport Scotland on the governing body's journey towards the future. However, our efforts would be in absolute vain, ladies and gentlemen, if we could not rely on our committed membership and the volunteers who are the lifeblood of our netball family. A dictionary definition of a volunteer is one who gives freely of their time, and our volunteers certainly do that in bucket loads. Their dedication, their willingness to ferry players to matches, to be umpires, to be bench officials, organise events and competitions, whether it's at international level, club level, is absolutely fabulous. Their commitment and efforts have been magnificent, and these are the people we are all here to recognise tonight. Finally, I would like to tell you about my very first visit a few years ago to this building here, the Scottish Parliament building. I was a tourist from Glasgow. I had booked online onto the free walking tour of our seat of government. And on that visit, I had the usual tourist gear on, you know, rucksack, waterproof trousers, waterproof jacket. So hopefully I'm a bit better dressed tonight for this occasion. However, one of the aspects of that guided tour that has always stayed with me was the sight of the parliamentary debating chamber. You know, the one you see on the television all the time where all the MSPs debate the issues of the day. Anyway, at the front of all the member seats is a beautiful mace displayed in gold in a glass case. It's made of silver inlaid with gold. And the gold itself is actually panned from our very own Scottish rivers. I like to think it was the River Tay at Perth where I came from. And I'm not sooking in or anything, but so did the Minister for Health and Sport come from Perth. But there is a very strong emotional phrase inscribed on the mace. There shall be a parliament. And these are the very first words of the Scotland Act. But also on the mace, inscribed in gold again, there are 4 other strong, positive words: wisdom, justice, integrity, compassion. And these qualities, I believe in, and I think we all believe in, and these qualities have been demonstrated time and again in one way or other by the Netball Scotland volunteers that we are here to recognise and celebrate tonight. We congratulate them all. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening, and I do hope you really enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Frida. Okay, now to the reason that we're all here tonight, the awards. This year we received a record number of nominations across the categories, which is a true testament to all of the hard-working, high-achieving, dedicated individuals who contribute to netball in Scotland. It was a tough job for our panel to shortlist finalists and select a winner, but they did, and what an amazing bunch we'll be toasting tonight. Before we get started, I'd like to invite Aileen Campbell, Scottish Government Minister for Health and Sport, onto the stage to help Frida present tonight's winners with their awards. Thank you, Aileen. I thought policemen looked young. Right, okay. Okay, the first award is the Moira Ord Volunteer of the Year 2016. It's the first category. I'd like to invite friend of Netball Scotland and founder of Scottish Women in Sport, Maureen McGonigal, onto stage to help us present it. Getting busy up here. Hello. Now, the finalists in this category are only two: Amanda Ballingall and Anna Beattie. The winner has played a huge role in the development of the sport in the Grampian area. Described as a local hero, she started her netball club over 7 years ago and has attended every week since, as well as actively promoting and developing the club tirelessly. The recreational club converted to a BBN when the Bounce Back programme began almost 2 years ago, and her teammates feel that her support and dedication to creating an inclusive, friendly club with a strong sense of team spirit is pivotal to the growth of netball in the area. She's a highly deserving winner of the Moira Ord Volunteer of the Year Award, and if you haven't already guessed, the winner is Amanda Ballingall. Well done, Amanda, and thank you, Maureen. Next up is the Agnes O'Brien Senior Coach of the Year 2016. The finalists in this category are Leanne Carracher, Sally Carnes, and Jill Anderson. This winner has coached her extremely successful team for several years, as well as being a former player. She's led the Cup's NPL team to league victory on many occasions, and most notably finishing last season undefeated. She's also guided the club to 3 Scottish Cup wins in a row and has helped cement this club in the top flight of Scottish netball. As well as focusing on League and Scottish Cup victories, she's also helped identify future talent within the club and continue developing a strong pathway into the national development structure. She shows incredible dedication towards the sport and her own development as a coach, and we're also proud to say she's also assistant coach to our wonderful Scottish Thistle squad. Our very worthy winner is Jill Anderson. Our third award is for Junior Coach of the Year. This is to recognise those coaches who work hard to develop our many young players across the country. The finalists in this category are Lauren Miller, Gillian Crozier, and Jennifer Wilkie. Now, if we were to list all of this winner's many achievements, we'd be here all night. She's the lead coach at the Junior Netball Club, which she set up, coaching at all age groups, and all of these teams had many successes throughout 2016 and 17 seasons. The club's players are consistently selected for the under-15 and under-17 local district squads, with last season over 25 girls being involved in the district programme. She was also the lead coach of the under-17s South Lanarkshire district squad, who won both the District Performance League and the Inter-District competition. 11 of the club's players were selected for our Netball Scotland development centres, and 2 of her young athletes were part of the under-17 national squad, who travelled to Gibraltar to present Scotland at Netball Europe in May. This coach has been part of our national development centres for 2 seasons, and in June was appointed to the role of support coach for the Scotland under-17 team for the coming season. You've got to have worked it out by now, ladies and gentlemen. The winner is Gillian Crozier. Next up is the Ilish Heron Young Coach of the Year Award. The finalists in this category are Niamh Matheson, Heather Hardy and Nicola McMullen. This year's Young Coach of the Year is described by her club as having an infectious enthusiasm and love of the sport. She's committed to both the junior and senior teams she coaches, and our under-15 squad were undefeated in the Edinburgh Junior League in season 2015-16. Players describe her sessions as fun and interesting, and all at the club recognise her dedication to researching and developing new ideas. She also mentors the less experienced coaches within the club to ensure that the players receive an abundance of positive coaching. She's an inspiration to other young coaches and a credit to our sport. She is, of course, Heather Hardy. Next up is a School of the Year Award, and this is always an extremely competitive category with many great nominations. This year we've got 3 shortlisted schools in the running. First up is Straven Academy. Next is Cumnock Academy. And finally, William Wood High School. The winning school focuses on being inclusive and providing a positive netball experience for all pupils regardless of ability. Their approach to female sport within the school is inspirational, and they are dedicated to encouraging mass involvement in netball within their local environment. Seasons 2015-16 saw this school have 10 teams entered across regional and national competitions. Some of their notable achievements include an undefeated season within the Ayrshire League for both the 3rd or 4th year and 5th, 6th year teams, with both retaining their titles. They had a total of 20 girls involved in the under-15 and under-17 Ayrshire district squads. All 3 of their Scottish Schools Cup teams progressed to the silver section of the Cup. And finally, they had 4 pupils invited to trial for the Netball Scotland's Pathways Development Squads. This school is really providing experiences for many of its pupils through netball, and they set a fantastic example for all schools across Scotland. The award goes to Cumnock Academy. Moving on now to Umpire of the Year. Before we present this, we'd like to take this opportunity to recognise the hard work and dedication of one of our top-grade umpires who wasn't able to attend tonight because she's currently in Singapore on official umpiring duty in the Nations Cup. Tracy Lamb recently received her International Umpiring Award, an absolutely fantastic achievement, and we're so proud of her. Please join me in a round of applause to acknowledge Tracy's amazing achievement. Now I'd like to invite international umpiring superstar Gary Burgess to the stage to present our Umpire of the Year award, please. Gary. Gary? Where is he? Where is Gary? Oh, no, I thought he was in the loop. Gary's one of the most experienced international umpires in global netball, having officiated at numerous Netball World Cups and Commonwealth Games, the pinnacle events of the netballing calendar. Gary, we're delighted to have you. Thank you very much. Umpiring may well be one of the most challenging roles within the game, and all umpires should be recognised for the hard work that they do. We have 3 worthy finalists in this category, and they are Gillian Leslie, Anna Beattie, and Ross Allen. The winner has made an outstanding contribution to netball for both the pupils and the staff at William Wood High School. Having just qualified as an umpire in the summer of 2015, his short umpiring career has been immensely successful, and he's dedicated a huge amount of his time to developing his umpiring skills. In seasons 2015-16, he umpired all 27 of William Wood School's Scottish Cup first-round matches. He's also been involved in umpiring in many other capacities, including on Schools Cup Finals Day, for bounce back to netball festivals and at charity matches, to name a few. He's a rising star. Our Umpire of the Year is, of course, Ross Allen. Well done, Ross. Next up is the Bounce Back to Netball Club of the Year award. Oh, yes. This is our first ever BBN award, and already it's turning out to be one of our most popular, as we had nearly 80 nominations in this category. But I'm not surprised, as I personally, as BBN ambassador, am so proud to see how this fantastic programme has grown within people all over Scotland, getting up off their sofas and literally bouncing back. We have shortlisted 4 finalists who have helped to grow our sport through BBN and have created a fun, inclusive environment. They are BBN Stirling, BBN Stewarton, BBN Carluke, and BBN Kinross. The winning club tonight was only established a year ago, and in that short time has gone from strength to strength, with their players improving so much and developing such a passion for the sport that they're now converting a section of the club into a competitive team to enter the local league. They've created a friendly, fun, exciting and inclusive club which has led to a surge in members, all of whom continue to grow in confidence and skills. The club has organised fundraisers and has developed positive community links within the local area, even visiting schools and coaching netball within a women's prison. This club, using the core values of BBN, has provided many local women with a path back into netball. They are BBN Stirling. Well done. Next up is Junior Club of the Year. The finalists in this category are Peebles Netball Club, All Stars Netball Club, and Avon Netball Club. The winner provides netball training and competition for a wide range of ages and at present has over 100 members. They cater for all ages, even recently introducing a session for 4 to 7-year-olds to develop their fundamental skills and create a pathway to the under-11 year group. This club is a model of best practice and even recently participated in our club accreditation scheme pilot, the Thistle Mark. They maintain strong links with their local active schools coordinator and their Netball Scotland regional development manager, as well as with local schools and the community sports hub. This club, run completely by volunteers, prides itself on providing a safe, friendly and supportive environment for all of its junior members. The worthy winner of the Junior Club of the Year award is All-Star Junior Netballers. Well done, All-Stars. The last of our club and volunteer awards is for Senior Club of the Year. The finalists in this category are East Kilbride Netball Club, Edinburgh University Netball Club, pass the wine, and Bucksburn Netball Club. The winner of this category is the largest university netball team in Scotland, made up of over 175 members and with 6 teams entered into the British University and College Sport, or BUCS League, and 5 teams entered into the local SENA League. 9 of the club's players also play for the Scottish Student Sport Netball Club, Netball Squad 2. The success of this club is dependent on its highly effective and ever-growing coaching structure, with the senior members of the club passing information from their sessions with highly experienced coaches down to the recreational teams to encourage all-round development. The winner is, of course, the only university one in there, Edinburgh Netball Club. And that's before Freshers' Week. Now on to the final part of the evening, where we move on to recognising our international athletes, our Thistles and future Thistles. Our athletes continue to put out outstanding performances, both on and off the court, and are fabulous role models to those younger players who aspire to one day be also pulling on that Thistles dress. We're extremely proud of them all, and with the amount of talent coming through our age groups at the moment, we know that we have a very exciting future ahead of us. As is tradition, we will be awarding a Player of the Year across each of the age group categories. That's under 17, under 21 and Scottish Thistle. These winners have been voted for by their coaches and management teams and represent the huge standards of talent that Scotland now fields at international levels. Award 10 Under-17 National Player of the Year 2016 is up first. And to help us present it, I'd like to invite CEO of Scottish Sport, Stu Fowley, up onto the stage. Thank you, Stu. Netball Scotland works very closely with S to develop the sport across Scotland's universities and colleges and their students. The recipient of this award is an outstanding young talent who has grown throughout her time with the under-17s to become a formidable defender. She's a player who works to the highest standards at all times, pushing herself to become the best player she can be. When playing in defence, she is solid, reliable and tough, marking her opponents tightly and gaining tips and interceptions, many of which helped to contribute to the under-17 successes in 2016. Showing her maturity on court and her understanding of the game, she directs and encourages her teammates around her. She's always positive and leads by example both on and off the court. This player has a very bright future ahead of her and deserves to be selected as Under-17 Player of the Season for 2016. This player is Molly Cooper. Next up is the Under-21s Player of the Year, supported by the University of the West of Scotland, who are the lead sponsors of our national Under-21s team in the run-up to the World Youth Netball Cup in Botswana next summer. Please welcome Head of Sport and Wellbeing at the University, Kieran O'Brento, to join us on stage to present it. UWS are also principal sponsors of our new Super League franchise, the Sirens. And we want to take this opportunity to thank them for the continued support and investment into our sport. OK, this athlete has progressed rapidly up through the national age groups over the last couple of years, from a couple of seasons, from under 19 to under 21. Although her first outing at under 19 level was challenging, it's down to her sheer hard work and determination to succeed that has seen her earn selection to play for the Scottish Thistles, this year gaining her first cap. She's progressed, she's grown both as a person and as a player, and is greatly respected by her peers. She will play an important role for the under-21s this season as they prepare to qualify for the World Youth Cup and ultimately head out to compete in Botswana next summer. The Under-21 National Player of the Year goes to Lauren Tate. Now, unfortunately, Lauren can't be with us this evening, so I'm going to ask her fellow Scottish teammate Emily Nicholl to receive the award on her behalf. Don't worry, we'll Photoshop her head onto yours, it'll be fine. Our final accolade of the evening is the Mary Biggins International Player of the Year Award, and to help me present it, can I please ask Lead Manager of Sports Development at Sport Scotland, Michael Kavanagh, to join me on stage. The support of Sport Scotland has been instrumental to the growing success of our national team, so thank you so much for your continued belief in netball. It's brilliant. This deserving athlete only earned her first cap during the last season, but she's already positioned herself as a key member of the Thistles squad. From this time last year, she has really stepped up both on and off court as part of the Thistles leadership group, leading by example both in the gym and during on-court sessions. Even though she's a younger member of the squad, She's shown real leadership qualities and is an excellent role model for other athletes. She recently took centre stage in a photo shoot for the new kit, where she proved herself to be a professional ambassador for both the sport and the governing body. She's a real one to watch and a talented athlete with a very bright future. Our Mary Biggins International Player of the Year is Nicola McCleary. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all of our awards for yet another season. I think the standard just seems to keep getting higher and higher, doesn't it? This certainly has been a year to remember for the sport, and I think all of the awards handed out tonight are testament to the continued passion, hard work and dedication of the Netball Scotland staff and board, you, the membership, and all of our supportive partners and sponsors. I'd like to say a big thank you to Frida and Aileen for being my lovely glamorous assistants this evening. And to all of our other guest presenters tonight who took to the stage. But of course, the biggest thanks is, as always, saved for you, our amazing members. Without all of you volunteering your time and expertise to the development of our sport, we wouldn't be where we are. So from everyone here at Netball Scotland, we salute you. I hope everyone who tuned in at home tonight via the live streaming enjoyed the evening too. And we look forward to seeing you with your posh frocks next June for the return of our gala dinner presentation, where there'll be far more alcohol and far more disgrace going on. You're welcome, of course, to stay and mingle to show off your awards and celebrate your achievements here in the impressive Scottish Parliament building. But for now, for me, thank you so much and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.